So this is the old train, friends, the original. He thinks this one is from the beginning, 1950, 1951. Gas powered, not propane. So it's very likely that this is the train that I rode on when I was a kid. And this carousel here, and this carousel is 1911 Dentzel carousel. 1911, friends. I used to ride that carousel too. I don't remember it being indoors though. Well, they got the bumper cars and stuff out there. They're making ice. So we gotta go see that. Cool carousel. So they're making ice over here. That's what that sound is for these slides. Let's go see, friends. They're making ice to go on those slides. He's spraying it, snow. Look at that. So they could ride toboggans down on the snow. So let's see what a machine that makes ice like that looks like. Makes snow like that. Oh, they're throwing bags of ice in there. Cool stuff happening in Pullen Park today in Raleigh, North Carolina, friends. A lot of cool stuff. And this over here looks like somebody familiar. That is Andy and Opie. And their fishing poles have seen better days. And the badge is gone. Or no, I'm not sure what that was. This is the badge. Maybe that said Andy Taylor, I don't know. This is book on it. But that's really neat. Sheriff Andy and little Opie Taylor. Paddle boats out here, friends. Very neat. No, that Pullen Place is the name of that cafe. Holiday Express, friends, at Pullen Park. There's the train right down there. And I remember these little arms that they pulled down very fondly, friends. This event is sold out. The building over there looks like Capitol building. I believe it's going to be a church.
Pretty.
NC State University right here, friends. So friends, I was born right here, Rex Hospital. 4420 Lake Boone Trail. And that building right there. I remember it like it was 51 years ago. They brought me back through this door right here. When you go into the birthing area, it was the third room on the right. What's your problem? And I was birthed right there. Third room on the right. Right there, friends. Rex Hospital. You're on camera. Look at that big old smokestack there, friends.
Yeah, tell us about your big old
Yeah, you think you're being cute? Look at that big old water tower there, friends. This is the State Fairgrounds in North Carolina. That is Dorton Arena. That crazy looking building that you see right over there is Dorton Arena. Look at the shape of it. It's always intrigued me because the two loops go all the way to the ground, and I always wanted to walk up those loops and go on the top of it. It may not even be called Dorton Arena anymore, but that's what it was called for years and years and years. Let's get closer and see, friends. North Carolina State Fairgrounds right here. They're having a big weekend dooley-do.
There's Governor Kerr Scott building.
And look, they have the State Fair flyer, which is permanently here.
Really?
Yeah, look at that thing. And this is the arena that I was talking about. Luckily, we can get right up to it. But I always thought as a kid that you could just go right up. And you can see they got fences up now. I don't remember them having fences back then. But they've got fences where you can't go up on the roof now. You know why? Because people went up on the roof, friends. People just like me. Yeah, it's still called J.S. Dorton Arena. Raleigh, North Kakalaki. That little miniature car, Laura. It's so little, it's got one tail light. That's a Crosley. This little car is a Crosley, friends. And I don't mean a Bing Crosley. It does have that old car smell. 47 model. Thing's Not big as a minute. It's so little it has one tail light. So if you're looking for a Crosley, there's the Teleo number. Get you one today. Well, this always tripped me out about this building. Those little wings right there. And I often dreamed about crawling up there. Just never did it. Look at that giant Super Duty right there. Wow. Dorton Arena, friends. Dorton Arena. Well, look at how high up that is. When you're up there in them sky cars, you're on up there. So this is where the North Carolina State Fair is, right in here, friends. This little area right here. And this is, in fact, the State Fair flyer. That giant cable. This thing's not very old. Window. You just hold this camera out the window and video as I go down here. Make sure you're not getting the door. You're videoing the door.
Now am I?
But you hold it up like that. I just want to get a couple things like this little stuff right here. Yeah. All right, that's enough.
Okay.
Carter Finley Stadium out there, friends. So I saw a couple of silly looking things down here in the Museum of Art Park. So I wanted to stop and take a little look-see, friends. This smokestack just seems to be out in the middle of nowhere for no reason. See what it's all about. Stay tuned, Mom. I think this usually has water in it, and it has none. But look at this giant smokestack. There's got to be a reason. From prison site to museum campus. The grounds for this museum and park were used for various prison and military functions for almost 100 years. The last of the 164 acres that now belong to the North Carolina Museum of Art were reassigned in 2001 after decades of neglect, and today make up the expanded museum park. Confederate soldiers trained here at Camp Magnum, which later became Camp Polk, a World War I tank training facility. In 1920, the state's prison acquired 2,600 acres, establishing Camp Polk Prison Farm, which initially incarcerated primarily African-American men. By the 1930s, white inmates were held in segregated quarters. World War I bunkhouses were expanded to include dormitories, barns, sawmill, and brick plant. In fact, bricks were made by prisoners for the prison on this site. On the prison farm, livestock, cotton, potatoes, and fruit trees were cultivated. Murders committed by 2 inmates in 1959 and 1960 led to public calls to close the facility, and in 1963 it was converted to the Polk Youth Center for Young Male Offenders. The new center placed an emphasis on rehabilitation, but management remained a challenge. When the legislature committed to building a new Polk Youth Center in Butner in 1993, few regretted its departure from Raleigh. The smokestack stands now as a lone reminder of this site's history and as a symbol of the landscape's transformation to a cultural destination. And there is the smokestack, friends. And you can see that there was a lot of buildings and a prison, and all of it's gone. Wow. Just torn down. So that building right there would be somewhere over in there. All gone. And this little atrocity right here is something I wanted to zoom in on. What in the crap is that thing? Some people say art. What say ye? And that bicycle in that car. You ever heard of a bike rack? Check into it. Walmart, 40 bucks.
You can't put a bike rack.
Yes, you can. Bought it right on the trunk lid. Quit shushing me, woman. Some say art. I say fart. When they say artsy fartsy, that's what they're talking about. That's more fartsy than it is artsy. Beautiful Bentley, friends. He's got a little situation right here. DWI enforcement, friends. You booze it, you lose it. 0.08, it is the law. This is part of the governor. This is part of the governor's highway safety program in North Carolina, friends. If you lose it, you booze it here, buddies. This First Citizens Bank is shaped like North Hills Animal Hospital. What are you doing? Crestview Road 100.
Not doing that.
She's growling at me. So that's a statue. I think it's just a dude sleeping.
Was Raleigh affected by the hurricane?
She saw a KFC and a Taco Bell right there, and we called it Cafe Taco. That one more time. This is Torino and Aldo's house.
How are ya?
I hate I missed that. I was close. It was almost got it.
Who didn't want that?
Exactly.
Do you have luggage you want to bring in?
Do we
You want to go ahead and bring it in?
You don't have to.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, go ahead and get it, and then you have it.
So this is Trina and Aldo's house. Pretty nice. Pretty nice.
You're not still taking, are you?
Yes, always.
You want something to drink?
I don't. That's our problem. We've had too much to drink.
I've got Diet Pepsi and one. And I wouldn't
No.
care. It's just
So Aldo just turned 50. And Trina drew all this stuff for him.
no, I didn't.
Trina drew all this stuff for him.
No, I didn't. Billy, the name, unless my name is Billy,
Trina drew all this stuff for him. Amazing.
aka Billy.
See, I can pull that out of the video, Trina. Where was that? You need to know where your phone's at all times.
Because I don't care as much as everybody else cares about where their phone is. That's why. I usually don't take my phone with me. Oh, great.